In Matthew chapter 5, verse 21 to 22, Jesus teaches us that anger can be just as damaging as murder in God's eyes. Anger can be as bad as murder in God's eyes. And we're going to get there. Verse 21 says, Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in the danger of the judgment. Verse 22, But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without his cause shall be in the danger of the judgment. Now, the Jesus did not come to write off the Old Testament, but what he was just trying to say is that you have heard that this is how it was done before. But now he's saying that if you get angry with your sister, if you get angry with your husband, if you get angry with your children, if you get angry with your boss, and if you get angry with the church without a cause, you are in danger of the judgment. You know, you might say, I have the right to be angry. So you are justifying why you should be angry. Justifications for unjust anger. If you were in my shoes, you would do worse. So maybe, for example, you got angry and you displayed, and a friend says, you shouldn't have done that. There's no, there's no, there's no reason for you to do something like this. Or if you were in my shoes, you would have done worse. And you want to justify the reason. Justification for unjust anger again is because because you are uncontrollable. You are justifying why you are getting angry because you're uncontrollable. Oh, that's how my parents, in fact, I heard that this thing was passed down from my great great grandfather. That, in fact, I think at my level, it's even getting better. Because when I was growing up, my dad, when he's angry, he throws things, not my father. I'm talking about you wanting to justify why you are angry. Oh, I used to see my mom, she would throw things, she would pull the TV from the wall, she would throw it through the window. I've never thrown the TV before. You are justifying anger. These are things that we do. I am angry because he refuses to take correction. So you are saying that, okay, you are justifying why you are angry. Somebody is not taking correction and you are angry at that. Is it anger that is going to make the person to take correction, or speaking to the person in a soft tone, or making the person see the reason why they should take correction? But honestly, sometimes when you get angry because someone has not taken correction, the situation gets worse. So we are looking at, how people justify why they are angry. Some are so angry in whether at work, with in their churches, they get angry with their HOD. Some even get angry with their pastor's wife, and they say they will never step into the church again. Parents have placed curses on their children unjustly. Marriages have dissolved due to unjust anger. And I'm just going to pause here. Honestly, anger is a strong man. Anger, when the Bible says that, when the Bible talks about strong man, anger is a strong man. So it's not, anger cannot really, how do I say it now? Anger cannot help situations. And if you have the spirit of anger, it's not the pastor talking you out of it. Do you understand? There's a difference between when I get angry because of sin, maybe something has got wrong and I'm pained and I'm angry, but then immediately I try to resolve it. But someone who has the spirit of anger, it's like the person is possessed literally, because at that point in time, whatever they are doing when they are angry, even after their anger has gone down, have you seen? I've read it in newspapers about women, married women. I read one in Abuja because, and she's even from the other religion. She knows that the other religion allows 4 wives, but probably she's a Gen Z and it didn't sink in that 4 wives is 4 wives. Her husband now married a second wife, not even a third one, and she killed him. That is anger. Anger that, wow, you married another woman after me unjustly. I mean, it's an unjust anger because their religion permits it and all that. Unjustly, she killed a young man, made her children to become fatherless. It cleared from her eyes when police arrested her and took her to court, in and out, and then they put her in prison. Unjust anger. There's no reason for you to justify why you should have unjust anger. The root or reasons for anger without cause. What are the root? What are the reasons why we have anger without cause? James 4:1-2. What is causing the quarrels and fight among you? Don't they come from the evil desires at war within you? We've done all this last week, so I'll just run through it. What are the root causes? Because most of the time we are jealous of one another. Because you want something, you cannot get it. Then you get angry. You don't have it, you get angry. Anger will be manifested because you don't have it. A brother comes out in church to give testimony of how God has elevated the home. You become angry. Brother James says, when you do not get what you want, you get angry. You then begin to scheme and then you kill. Anger that is unjustified has its root in pride and insecurities. And I'll pause here. Anger that is unjustified has its root in pride and insecurities. Honestly, if you are insecure, you have a friend and you feel that your friend is top notch, or you and your friend are not in the same, you can get angry at the person. You have a family friend, uh, maybe the wife is a lawyer and the husband is a medical doctor, and probably you are family friends, yes, you are members of the same church, yes, but probably you don't have the kind of education that they have. One is a doctor, one is a barrister, one is a lawyer, right? But your education can only give you a job that pays minimum wage. There is a tendency for you to be unjustly angry at the other family because you don't have what they have. You can't afford what they have. But is that the right thing to do for us to get angry? Many of us, I would like us to examine our lives today, that we coddle anger like a baby. We treat anger like, you are my baby, I'm going to be rocking you. Instead of us to be casting out that spirit, we'll be cuddling it and putting on the chain of anger. We'll sleep and wake up with it. Is it due to pride or unmet expectations? I want you to ask yourself. One thing I want you to note is that anger without cause can lead to rebellion. And 1 Samuel 15:23 says rebellion is as sinful as witchcraft and stubbornness as bad as worshiping idols. I know that many of us will say, oh, I've never worshipped idols before. Oh, I've never done this before. But we all can hear what the Bible has said. That rebellion is as bad as witchcraft. Very bad. Rebellion as sinful as witchcraft, and stubbornness as bad as worshiping idols. And many of us, even when we get angry and people that love us try to talk to us, we are very stubborn about it. Anger is not a weapon. No, it's not a weapon. It's not a weapon that you can use in your marriage. Anger is not a weapon that you can use in the church. Anger is not a weapon that you can use anywhere. Honestly, anger shouldn't even be a weapon at all. Anger destroys.